Hello YouTubers, this is GQ Auto Diagnostics and Repair here with a new video. This morning I'm working on a 2008 Chevy Impala 3.5 6-cylinder automatic front wheel drive with an issue. Okay, the customer complained that the check engine light was on and it's been on for quite a bit. So anyhow, so after I check it, I installed the scanner and I found several codes there. You know, then it's when the vehicle has 168,000 miles, and the codes are those right here: a P0030, 0036, 0053, 54, P0443, and they're related. Most of the codes, 4 out of 5, have to do with the heater for the oxygen sensor heater control system. Okay, the front bank 1, bank 2, or bank 1 and bank 2. So anyhow, so here the next one is the EVAP purge solenoid. Okay, so we got oxygen sensor circuit, the heater control is not working, and the EVAP purge having an issue. All right, so on this situation, many times some people, you know, if you're not educated in automotive, they might say, okay, let's get the oxygen sensors and replace those parts and we're done, right? I just want to address something here. Not because you have a code that tell you that that part is bad. Okay, the code, the scanner, when it talks to the car, it only is going to give you a direction. It's going to tell you, hey, the vehicle, this part of the vehicle, this system of the vehicle, it is not working the way it's supposed to. Look here, this is what's going on right now. But it doesn't tell you, yes, change the part, because the part itself is bad. I just want to make sure that is clear right up front. Now, before I continue, if so far you get anything out of this video, okay, please subscribe to the channel. That will mean a lot to me. Like the video, comment, and share the video. And if you already did, thank you. I really appreciate it. All right, let's continue. Okay, so I came here and I was looking at the oxygen sensor, one of the sensors right here, right? And the sensor itself, it looks fairly new. Okay, we're talking about 13 years old vehicle now, so this should not look that new. And I went on the bottom, and the bottom sensor looks the same. Now, for some of you that don't know, this is the purge valve for your EVAP system. Okay, so we got 3 issues here. Now, one of the things when I was researching how the circuits work, it tell you check the fuses for the oxygen sensor heater. Now here you don't have, let's see, fuse that it says oxygen sensor heater. Some vehicles you might have it. This, on this vehicle, it is not the case. But if you pay close attention here, we're gonna have emissions 1, it's a 15 amp fuse, and we're gonna have emission 2. So I went and I checked this, and this one was fine, this one was fine, but I found that emissions 1, the fuse, it was blown. Okay, so sometimes happens, you know, over time things wear out and, you know, whatever. So I put another fuse, and what happened, it blew the fuse immediately. So it's like, okay, so something obviously is wrong. As you saw, I have the ignition on, I have the scanner on. This is a 10 amp fuse because I have 2 more 15 amps. So I use it for demonstration purposes only. Oh, you might hear it. Now the fuse is blown. So anyhow, so when I look at the diagram, the diagram says those 3, the 2 oxygen sensors, okay, upstream and downstream, they are the power source is for that fuse. All 3 of those components, they get the power for this fuse. Okay, so the easiest way to eliminate them is to disconnect one at a time. Maybe this is bad, right? So I disconnect it and I check it. It still blow the fuse. I disconnect this one right here. With that one disconnect, it still blow the fuse. I want to disconnect the bottom one, it still blow the fuse. Okay, so that tells me that we have on the harness, wires, we have an issue there. It's not the components itself. So far I don't need to replace any parts because I have electrical issue. Those components are not working because they don't have the power that they're required to operate. Fair enough. So this goes from here, come right underneath, and it joins right here, and it comes and comes and it turns into the power, goes into the fuse box, and all the other 3 is going to go into the PCM, which is right there, that the air filter housing. Okay, so this fuse, this cable goes right here, feed into this harness, and the same thing happened. Boom, the positive goes to get the power from the fuse, and the other one's gonna go into the computer. So obviously here I don't see anything, okay, visually that was rubbered up against something that can short it. Okay, so I leave this one alone. I did the same thing with this one, but when I came here to underneath the vehicle, okay, my train of thought is like, okay, what is the most probable cause that it can be creating a short? Okay, so it can be any place, but anyhow, visual inspection top is very unlikely. So I look at the wire, and the power for this oxygen sensor is going to be this one right here. It's going to be this. It's a pink with a black stripe. Okay, so I disconnect it from there, and I'm following the harness. Okay, so far that looks good. Right here, the isolation or the protection, it is already deteriorated. Okay, it's like this, it's all brittle now. So here, what I did to make sure nothing was rubbing. Okay, I look around, there is nothing that I can see that is like rubbing up against the metal or rubbing up against another cable and then touching it, nothing. So okay, I continue. So it goes here, okay, and it follows there, and it's right here, and it follows here, and I don't know if I can get it in camera, but right there on that bracket, that is with the issue. I noticed something very peculiar here. I'm gonna try to keep the light right where I need it. It's kind of challenging. Okay, I think that will do it. Okay, anyhow, right here, as I said, this is how the whole harness should be covered with it, but you can see as I'm touching it, it's coming apart. All right, so now when I'm looking here, Too bad I cannot zoom in with this thing. Let me see if I can get you guys close enough. Okay, right here you might be able to see a little part of the isolation of the pink with a black stripe. So like, haha, I gotcha. So what I did, we're going to push this sucker out of the way, and you guys will be able to see that in fact that a little part, the copper is exposed. Of course right now I have in the camera, so it's kind of hard for me to show you guys, but right here is where this short is. Okay, it's a very little tiny area where you can see, I don't know if I can see it or not, right there you will be able to see, hopefully the camera's catching it, the copper. Okay, right there. So that is the problem. Now, okay, so we remove it from there, so we're gonna go up and gonna reinstall another fuse. Oh, sorry guys. Nothing has changed. Ignition is still on. Okay. Now I have got 2 left. I gotta order some more. Ta-da! No more burning. Let me remove it again so you guys can see. Okay. This is the see? Good condition. Now what we need to do, we just need to clean that spot, put some isolation there, and that should take care of the problem. Now all this circuit, the system should be able to work accordingly. Now we have fixed that short. So again, the moral of this is not so much about finding the short, it's about not changing parts because you have a code. Okay, a code is just telling you what system is malfunctioning. It's telling you, hey, look here, because this is not working the way it's supposed to work. All right, don't be a part changer. Find the evidence, fix it right, and have a happy customers. That's it. Anyhow, I hope if you stay this long at this video, you learned something. And if you did, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, comment, and I will be doing my best to reply to those comments. And again, I hope somebody is able to save some money if you have this situation. But hey, do your best, forget the rest, find the evidence, fix it right, and God bless you. See you on the next video.